What up? It's your boy Red. I'm gonna review the hidden dungeon only I can find, right? Or I can enter, my bad. This is a good anime, man. It's a fantasy harem. No isekai this time, right? So we get this kid born into a baronetti, and apparently in this world the baronetti is the lowest form. It's like being a poor noble. And he's born into a poor family. He has a job lined up, gets stolen by another higher noble, so nothing else for him to do but become an adventurer, get some money, you know. So he ends up finding this hidden dungeon that only he can enter. The only reason he can enter is because he telepathically communicates with the person that's trapped inside. And she tells him how to open it. Basically, he gets powers from her and he becomes a little OP. That being said, this is not an isekai. So even though he gets a lot of like very OP powers, he doesn't have the imagination that we have. If this was isekai and he got those powers, man, he'd be like insanely powerful. Our character here is kind of, you know, not skeptic, but he's, what do you call it when you know, don't do anything too rash or whatever? I forget, right? But he's that kind of person. He thinks things through, you know, doesn't make some crazy powerful spell. So eventually he does get to learn some from his master, the person who gave him the powers that's trapped in the dungeon. Now, with that being said, he is a pretty smart guy, right? He's intelligent enough to know how to combine certain powers, certain you know, aspects, stuff like that. He does need LP, life points, in order to use magic spells or edit certain attacks and stuff like that throughout the show. The only way to get it is through 3 different things: worldly desires, food, amazing food, and sexual acts or sexual implications of acts, right? Because later on in the show, a lot of girls just press their breasts on him and like touch him a little bit, and he gets a lot of LPs. Especially later on in the show, he gets an insanely amount of LP. But he does get kisses, he makes out with his childhood friends, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool stuff. What is the biggest threat in this world? Monsters, I guess. Just different monsters that roam the world. Nothing major yet that we've seen. I mean, there has been wars in this country. We don't know the other countries. So it's kind of just focused on this certain place where he's at, and he's going to the Magic Academy or the Hunter School Academy with all the rest of the nobles. So the question is, what the hell do the regular people do? These are all nobles who go in here, whatever. There's different guilds he joins in order to make money. Eventually, they want to open up a shop. Overall, it's a pretty decent fantasy harem anime, right? I mean, I enjoyed watching it. It wasn't that bad. The music was pretty chill. The girls were voluptuous, right? I actually did not see, I mean, I guess for one character, they were mostly like C cups and above. It was insane. I know, right? Fighting wise, it's pretty good. You see a switch between magic, sword fighting. It's pretty awesome. I actually like seeing that stuff. Monsters look pretty cool, you know. I didn't see the iron goblin golem, but that would have been cool to see. Did we see a dragon? No, not in this one. But we saw slimes and stuff like that, so that was always nice. So, I mean, what would I give this one, right? I mean, it wasn't super anything crazy that I have not seen before, but I mean, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. I was thinking about a 6, but I was like, no, this is not an isekai, Red. You can't do that. This is a regular show, fantasy harem. 7 out of 10 is good, right? I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed too. And I'll catch you guys in my next review.